And we got all this here for y'all. So let's go through the police report first. All right. So as you guys can see, here's the stuff, Daystar Peterson, booking stuff, arrest report, page 1 of 13. Okay. And yeah, so this is what he was wearing, entertainer, etc. Okay. So we're going to go on page 2 of 13 here, right? So this is like the original arrest report, right? This is like the leading sheet, right? So Daystar Peterson, here's the birthday, 7/27/1992. Charged 25400A1 PC, carrying a concealed weapon in a vehicle. Source of activity. On July 12, 2020, at approximately 4:30 hours, and you know what? Let me enlarge this for you all a little bit. Let's get this highlighter, because we gonna probably need to use this thing quite a bit. And I actually have, yes, thank you very much. And I got my version here with my notes that are highlighted as well. Okay, guys. And this is what page is this? This is page 2. And this is page 2. Okay. All right. On 7/12/2020, approximately 4:30 hours, my partner, Officer Lind, and I, Officer Cabral, were assigned to Hollywood Division Patrol Unit 6A31W3. We were dressed in full uniform, driving a clearly marked black and white police vehicle. We received a radio call regarding a shooting investigation in the area of 1801 North Nichols Canyon Road, 622, whatever. Give me a 1 in the chat if y'all want me to pull this up on Google Maps, God damn it. All right. And I know you guys are going to want me to pull it up on Google Maps, so I'll start getting ready here.
I'll send you a link.
Yeah. Here, let me see here. And the address is 1801.
North.
So this is the area, 1801 North Nichols Canyon. Are they giving ones in the chat?
Yeah. A whole bunch of them, but I'm trying to get the right address also because there's 2 addresses. Both.
It's. I think I got it here. Is this it?
Yeah.
Is it?
That's.
Okay. So, all right. So I'm going to go ahead and.
Don't forget, there's multiple locations that like.
Yeah. So this is where it originally. This is the area, guys, originally. Okay. So this is it. As y'all can see, gated homes, right? And this is in Hollywood, right? Because if you go ahead and no, let me enlarge this thing here. Back out. Enlarge it. Okay, so zoom out a bit. Well, let me zoom out more. But yeah, this is right here, Los Angeles. Yeah, this is the Hollywood area. So, and you guys could already tell from like it's in the hills and shit like that, aka where I hate to be. I remember when I went up to Malibu, man, it was in the hills. I was like, yeah, I'm all good with this. These heights are not a wave for me. Okay, so let's go back to the police report. So, officers received 2 more radio calls related to the shooting investigation, addressed at the location as Nichols Canyon and / Courtney Ave, provided officers with 1841 North Nichols Canyon Road as a crime location. Comments of the calls stated PR heard 4 to 5 gunshots followed by possible female and male arguing. PR observed 4 to 5 female and male suspects at the location physically fighting with each other. Okay. PR advised the suspect vehicle was a black SUV, which was last seen southbound on Nichols Canyon towards no, hold on, guys, my bad. Towards where am I? I got a million screens in front of me. I apologize. Towards Hollywood Boulevard. Okay. Officers Diaz, Olivia, Walker, and Aguilar responded to 1841 North Nichols Canyon Road, met with witnesses, and provided officers with the following statements. Witness 1, Kelly Sean, advised he lived at whatever this address. He stated he heard arguing outside of his bedroom. He looked outside and observed a black Escalade. He stated the passenger door was open and observed 4 suspects, 2 females and 2 males. Kelly stated 1 male was heavyset and the second was thin build. He stated the rear passenger exited from the vehicle, one of the females, and began fighting with the other female. Okay. At one point, Kelly observed 1 female crawl out of the black Escalade and onto the driveway of 1841 North Nichols Canyon. Right. So let me put this address back in here for y'all one more time. Yep. So, okay. So yeah, it was this area. And again, so this is the area pretty much, guys, where this occurred. All right, at least where this is where the witnesses saw what was going on here. Okay. Where were we? Okay, Caleb stated both men. Okay. Caleb observed one female crawl out the black. That's
you.
Sorry, I was about to sneeze on the mic. Didn't want to do that. Began fighting with the other female. At one point, Kelly observed one female crawl out of the black Escalade and onto the driveway at 1841 North Nichols Canyon. Kelly heard approximately 4 to 5 gunshots. Kelly stated both males were punching closed fists one of the females and dragged her into the vehicle. Oh, shit. The vehicle fled southbound on Nichols Canyon Road, briefly stopped at a driveway, and continued southbound towards Hollywood Boulevard. Witness 2, Delena Miguel Angel, stated she lived at this address. He advised he heard approximately 5 gunshots followed by an unknown suspect yelling, "You crazy, what are you doing?" He heard loud arguing and observed a newer model Escalade traveling northbound on Nichols Canyon Road and then conduct a U-turn. The vehicle continued southbound on Nichols Canyon Road and stopped briefly at 1807 Nichols Canyon Road. Witness 3, Yarber Murray, excuse me, guys, lived at 1824 Cartney. She advised she heard approximately 5 gunshots and observed a black Escalade traveling northbound on Nichols Canyon Road. The vehicle conducted a U-turn. Yarber heard loud arguing and observed the vehicle flee southbound on Nichols Canyon Road. Witness 4 to 6 statements were consistent with witness 3. My partner and I went en route to 1801 North Nichols Canyon Road. We were traveling westbound on Hollywood Boulevard, passing La Brea Ave, when we observed a black Cadillac Escalade, which matched the suspect vehicle description, traveling eastbound on Hollywood Boulevard towards Poinsettia Place, PL, which I think that's what it means. Okay. Officers conducted a high-risk felony stop for possible shooting suspects. Officers observed 4 suspects in the vehicle. All suspects were taken into custody without incident. So that's where y'all saw them, telling them to come out the car with the, the helicopter, everything. It's a felony stop because this is, and they teach us this in the academy as well. Anytime you're dealing with something like that, you don't know what's in the vehicle. You're going to make them come out one by one and do it nice and slow so you don't get in a shootout. Okay. While searching the vehicle for additional suspects, officers observed an olive green handgun on the front passenger floorboard. Officer Cabral, recovered the handgun. The handgun was warm to the touch and was found in the slide lock position, which is consistent with being fired. The handgun was booked as evidence. See attached property report, which don't worry, guys, we have it here as well. Driver of the vehicle was identified as Smith Jaquan Travorty. I think his name is Jaquan. Date of birth, 1994, etc. The front passenger was identified as Peterson Daystar. The right passenger was identified as Pete Megan. The rear passenger was identified as Harris Kelsey. So this is a little confusing, guys, because did she not say that she was in the front passenger seat? Yeah. She said before, I was in the front passenger seat and they were in the back arguing. She said Tori was in the passenger seat in the back.
Yeah.
But the police report says that Tori was in the front seat.
She said a lot of things that are not true.
So this is a little weird to me. Okay, but let's continue on. Hope you guys are enjoying the show, by the way. Do me a quick favor, man. Like the video.
I'll say my comment after.
So that's off, right? So the driver of the vehicle exited first, followed by Peterson, Pete, and Harris. Okay, and we saw that. We saw Pete. We already saw Tori on the floor, and then we saw Meg Thee Stallion. Remember, guys, Pete is Meg Thee Stallion, and Peterson is Tori. Okay, and then Harris was the friend, and she got out last. That was the one y'all were saying, yeah. Okay, when we were going through the TMZ video in the beginning. All right. Based off the location where the handgun is located and where Peterson was seated prior to being detained, officers formed the opinion that Peterson was in constructive possession of the handgun. Okay, guys, let me break this down for y'all. Constructive possession. So when you say someone's in constructive possession of something, pretty much what it means is you can't objectively prove that they had the gun right in their hands or they actually had possession of it, but you can conclude, right, deductively conclude, it was in the front passenger seat. You were sitting there. You were in possession of it to some degree. Maybe you put it down before we got there or whatever it was. So that is why they came to that conclusion. And remember, guys, police officers, Okay. The street name is pronounced Poinsettia. I live in LA. Thank you, Orlando Ali. I appreciate that. So, so the thing is, guys, is that constructive possession is like something that you can do kind of like when you're not too sure of what's going on. And remember, guys, these are local police officers. They're in uniform. They can make arrests on probable cause right then and there. Okay. They don't have to have all the facts on them right then and there. That's where the investigation comes in. But you can essentially arrest first, ask questions later, because they had enough at that point. You know, you got people with injuries. You got evidence that you've been able to recover. You found a gun, etc. Tory is an alien, right? In the eyes of the U.S. government, he's not really he's not a citizen, so he shouldn't be having a gun. And you guys know California in general has very strict gun laws, so they can arrest him just pretty much on that. So everyone was pretty much booked in. All right. Smith, Peterson, and Henderson were detained pending a shooting investigation and transported to Hollywood Station. Pete was transported to Cedars-Sinai for lacerations on her left foot. While at the hospital, Pete advised Officer Gomez and Mejia that she was involved in a verbal argument with Harris. Oh, so she was fighting with her friend. She stated Smith, Peterson, Harris, and herself left the location. Pete did not give officers a specific location and did not give any other information regarding the incident. While at Hollywood Station, my partner and I admonished Smith per LAPD form 1503. Smith responded, yes, 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 and yes, yes. Guys, this LAPD form more than likely is the Miranda rights, okay? You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say could be used against you in a court of law, etc. And you know what? Let's Google it just to be safe. But I'm almost certain it's probably their Miranda form. But let's see here.